He went from San First Street soldier to Mexican Mafia member sponsored by an original founder, then got wiped out in prison when the money and power turned toxic. Michael Torres was born in 1964 and raised in San Fernando, California. He grew up in a working class neighborhood, struggled in school, and dropped out in the fifth grade. The streets replaced the classroom early, and Torres gravitated toward the San First Street gang. In 1982, he was sent to prison for voluntary manslaughter. In 1994, after being transferred to Pelican Bay State Prison, Torres crossed the final line. He was inducted into the Mexican Mafia, sponsored by Luis Huero Buff Flores. After serving roughly 16 years, Torres paroled and immediately began operating as the Mexican Mafia's sanctioned tax collector in the San Fernando Valley. Torres controlled the entire valley, pulling in an estimated $12,000 a week through taxes on drug dealers, prostitutes, and street crews. In June 2003, that authority turned violent. Torres tracked down David Diablo Mendoza, a man falsely claiming Mexican Mafia status and taxing people on his own. Torres confronted him at an apartment in North Hills, confirmed the claim, and shot Mendoza in the chest at point-blank range. Mendoza survived, and that survival created a problem. Immediately after, witness intimidation began. Threats were sent. Messages warned that anyone who talked would have their families killed. One witness later testified he believed Torres personally authored a note threatening death for messing with the MA. Torres was eventually convicted of attempted murder, witness intimidation, gang enhancements, and strike priors. In 2007, he was sentenced to 133 years to life. But prison did not stop him. It empowered him. From inside Men's Central Jail and later New Folsom, Torres ran one of the most lucrative black market rackets in Los Angeles County. Drugs, extortion, smuggled cell phones, and kick-ups flowed through him. Prosecutors said he deliberately delayed his own cases just to remain in county jail longer, where the money was flowing. Torres also sponsored others, elevated underlings, and expanded influence, but greed created enemies. Even other Mexican Mafia members testified that Torres stepped on too many people on the way up. By the late 2010s, he was under federal indictment, accused of conspiring with white prison gangs to traffic heroin. That power imbalance finally caught up with him. On July 6, 2023, inside California State Prison, Sacramento, Michael Mosca Torres was stabbed repeatedly. He died later that morning. Authorities identified his attackers as Ray Cisco Martinez, a Mexican Mafia member, and Juan Angel Martinez. Both were lifers. The motive? Power, greed, and internal betrayal. Under Mexican Mafia rules, only another member can kill a member, and this was a sanctioned removal. Torres had too much control, too much money, and too many enemies.